Hello. Free and correct indeed. By the way, this is a new audio setup, so I'm just curious, are you actually able to hear me? As opposed to the sounds in the cockpit. Fantastic. This plane is a marvel. I can set the time. I'm gonna set it to my local time. And then I'm gonna wind the clock. And 1,888 feet. Something like that. What is this? Go away. Yeah, that might have been this iPad thingy. Okay, there it is. Gone. So, my plan, if you intend to watch, is a very, very short flight, just to try out this. Fly from 29 Palms in SoCal over to Yucca Valley. It's 20 odd something miles. Basically following the road. Just to warm myself up. Also, it's been a long time since I flew this PT-19. So it's gonna be good to familiarize myself with that. All right, so let's open it up. Yes, it's that detailed. It's one of those planes, basically, where you can... Okay. That's the fuel gauge. So this plane, you can actually, if you haven't seen this, this is the Uncle Jack Sim PT-19. I can unscrew individual screws from the panels here. Then take the whole thing off. And now the light is going off here. So there it is. And you can adjust things. You can adjust the carburetor and change filters and do all kinds of things. Drain fluids. Yeah, it's a very, very cool plane. Yeah, and you can wipe off even. I'm not sure if that shows up on the stream. Yeah, you can see it. There's a bug splat right here that I can wipe off. Isn't that excellent? So it's modeled down to the bugs. You can have the fire extinguisher ready. Let's see here. Move that. Take out the chocks. You can check the oil level. Yeah, well, there is oil there at least. I'm gonna take my chances. And yeah, I didn't put the pitot cover on last time I flew this plane. And lastly, check I have fuel in the right tank as well. Alright, back on the other side of the plane. That's the stuff I just took out from the cowling. These are cans to collect oil, I think, for when it's stored. And that's the crank for the engine. Oh, that's what's wrong. Come on, how do I pick up the crank? Ah. Never mind, I'll just go over here and put the crank in. So this plane is actually hand cranked. To start it. So I'm gonna, that's the primer. I'm gonna just check that I have fuel on. There it is on. And throttle and mixture is back. And yeah, one of the things I need to do before I can prime it, I need to pump up the fuel pressure. That's a manual wobble pump. You can see the fuel pressure is in the green. It starts sinking quite fast, so I need to start priming before I lose the pressure again. Don't really remember how many prime strokes it needs, but I'm gonna take 5 because that's a good number. And I think that's it. So put it on both and mixture to rich and keep it at just a shade over idle. This light automatically goes dim in the evening here. Come on. Give me a second here. I have these hue setup. Alrighty. I'm gonna hold the brakes because there's some issue with the parking brake here. So I'm just gonna pretend someone else is holding it. Right, let's see if I can no good. So what did I do wrong now then? Fuel pressure is low again. I'm gonna take that up a little bit. And yeah, well, still hot. Let's try it. There it is. Okay, let's bring the RPM back. The oil pressure is middle of the yellow there, and it's supposed to be actually quite low when the engine is idling, so that's okay. So now I'm curious. This is the litmus test. With the sound on, are you still able to hear me? That is the question here. Oh, CG. Is that you flying over me here? That looks like your type of flying. Fantastic. So what sort of plane are you flying? Looked like a Cherokee, just from the brief glimpse I got. But I'm sure you didn't fly a Cherokee. Super Cup. Great. I'm also curious to see what actually I'm showing up as, because I'm flying this PT-19, which I'm sure isn't. Oh, there you are. Jesus, I didn't notice that you were already down there. What sort of plane the model matching show me up as? Okay, this plane is notorious to overheat, so I just need to get going. So the windsock and the flag agrees that I will have a crosswind. Oh, good idea. Yeah, I show up as a... looks like a baron or something. No, that's a... What is that? This looks like a straight-tail bonanza, debonair. Huh. That is curious. Anyways, what I'm doing today is I'm navigating by paper chart. Very simple flight. I'm going to go over to Yucca Valley, Lima 22, so that's not a very long flight. And as you can see, I have actually for once turned the time back, because this plane doesn't have any lights whatsoever. So I needed to have some light. Okay, why isn't it not rolling? Do I still have parking brake on? Is that parking brake? Okay, it's off. And if you can't hear me on the radio, that's because this plane doesn't have a radio. Doesn't have anything. It has a magneto starter and it has a fire extinguisher, so that's good. And I'm gonna need it very fast because I'm already overheating. This plane is very quick to overheat, so I'm going to just get on the runway and go, because that's gonna give me speed, which is gonna cool down the engine. This plane is actually quite extreme in terms of overheating, probably a bit too much. But I'm in California desert, so it's not unlikely to overheat. Okay, let's just go. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm airborne just as I'm touching red line with the temperature, so I'm gonna just flatten out as soon as I can and pick up speed. I can't see nothing. The sun is beating up my my eyes there. Let's see here. So we're not going to get into town yet. I'm going to follow the road and then the town comes. Let's see here. Yep, I've got a plane on my tail here. And again, the reason it goes dark is because of this light that goes out. I have a light set up in my room here that fades out when it's very late. So not good for flight simming. The temps are at least I'm not on fire anymore. This plane doesn't even have a vertical speed indicator. So that's good. It doesn't have anything. And what's more, because it doesn't have any electrical systems, it doesn't have any way of communicating with ATC, so it's kind of weird to fly this on PilotEdge, I guess. But it's part of the challenge I like sometimes, to try to navigate completely without touching any airspace that is controlled. Let's see here if I can spot that Viper, or is he? Oh, he's above me. And he is right in being up there, because I'm gonna need to be climbing, because my the elevation of Yucca Valley Airport is at 3,200. So I need to climb 1,000 feet to reach the airport elevation. see here, how was my fuel here? Yeah, getting close to quarter tank. That's fine. Yeah, I'm really struggling here. When I'm climbing, I lose all the speed, which then I'm losing all my cooling. I'm gonna try leaning, see if that helps me somewhat. So I'm over the town of 29 Palms, and it's a straight shot through the town. Though it's worth noting that if one looks at the VFR chart over 29 Palms, it has a peculiar break in the congested area, the yellow zone around 29 Palms. As if the town just stops and then begins again. And I think that's the hill that I just passed here, behind me. A little sand dune. Ugh, this light. And as I'm flying out of 29 Palms, I'm approaching a tower, or an obstacle, that is supposed to be 460... Jesus Christ, this light is very annoying. 466 feet above ground level. And 2,900 feet MSL, which I'm just about barely safely above now, and I can actually see the tower that's ahead of me here. Can barely see it in the glare of the sun on the propeller here, but it's right there. It's a big tower, and another one straight ahead, right there. So I'm going to try to avoid crashing into those antennas. And that little hill I have on my 2 o'clock, that is between those two antennas. There should be a small airfield here called Williams. Lima 80, I think. Let's see if I can spot that. It's actually lighted, so I should be able to see some runway lights to my right here somewhere. In this direction somewhere. I see some lights, but that may or may not be the airport. It could be a road. Here's that 466 feet tower that you don't want to tangle with. Yeah, leaning the engine seemed to work because I was able to get a little bit more power without the engine burning up. And now I'm at almost 4,000 feet, so I'm almost at pattern altitude for Yucca Valley Airport. So that's excellent. I see I've got some bug splats on my windshield here. That is fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna ignore them for now. still have this fighter plane Piper Cub near me here. Can't see it. It's not unlikely to be around somewhere. Anyway, I was looking for that airport. I think that which is ahead of me is the tower, the next tower that I was talking about, that makes the airport to be... Yeah, I've got it. There it is. Cute little airfield. It actually has 2 runways. 2 sets of runways. It has apparently a crossing gravel thingy. Williams Airport. Anyway, and the next little sliver of a town just ahead of me, there's a tiny bit of town there, that's Joshua Tree. And then the next one, that's where the interstate kind of bends off towards the southwest. And then the town of Yucca Valley starts, and I'm gonna be sliding directly into the final for runway 24. I think I'm gonna take a right pattern for runway 6, just to have a closer look at the airport. That gives him time to have a look at any windsuck that may or may not be visible. I'm still curious though, can I see any coverage around me here? And for anyone who is watching or looking up the VOD later, this is X-Plane 11. Yeah, I have the plane back there. X-Plane 11. I know X-Plane 12 looks gorgeous, but 11 is not too bad either, I must say. Oh yeah. Very nice. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I'm ready to change the fuel tank. Just verify that fuel pressure remains. Don't lose the engine right now. Well, it's a good place to lose the engine because I'm above an airport. That's one of the things that people teach, is that you should never change fuel tank or do anything that could lead to an engine problem. Well, you should at least try to have an airport within gliding distance. So I'm now above Joshua Tree, the town of Joshua Tree. So there's a road that goes through the town. So if I can find that. Well, there are many roads that go through. Maybe it's that one. If it's that one, it continues that way, and it kind of slants into the mountains here. Yeah, difficult to see. And this looks like a dried out river or something. That would be a good time to announce on the radio my intentions for landing, but well, I don't have a radio. So I'm just gonna be screaming into the void. Actually, I can just fly over the airport and yell, or throw down a brick with a paper stuck to it. Hope it hits someone. Over that hill, behind there, is Palm Springs. And through, I think, that valley, which is Banning Pass. If you fly through there, you get into the LA Basin. Yeah, I can see now. That's I can see where the interstate, or whatever it is, the highway, bends to the south. Which should take me into the airport. I cannot see the airport. I cannot see anything. It's too bright. Not sure if that shows up, for at least on my screen here. It shows up as the sun is blinding me a bit here. So, but the airport should be straight behind that bend in the road. Yeah, got it now. It's right there. So I'm gonna be entering a right pattern for runway 6 and come in to land the other way. So I'm gonna pull carb heat, thus, and I'm gonna take down the power and come into land. Let's see here. 3,224. So my climb was actually improving vastly. Okay. Very fortunate that it's at least some light still, because this plane is very difficult to fly in the dark because I have no instrument lights, and there's no landing lights or nothing like that. So I actually landed it at Jacqueline Cochran Airport, which is just over the hill there, a couple of months ago, just barely after sunset. That was a real stressful thing, because I was kind of like this, sinking gradually below the sun when it was setting behind the mountains there. So I kind of suddenly lost the light. I don't know how people in real life are able to see the windsock from above. I can zoom though, so... Well, cannot see a windsock if there isn't one. Maybe it's on the other side. Ah, there it is. It's even lighted. Well, I got a crosswind, so it doesn't really matter which way I land. See, I've got my Piper following. The thing with this engine is that while it is prone to overheating, it's cooling very rapidly, so it can even get too cold. Right, nobody else is on the approach. Yeah, and he's still on the, he's going the same way as I am. Any poppies or Vossies here? Nope. And while this plane does have flaps, it's actually normal to land without using them. So it's more for very short fields. which this isn't. It's about 4,000 feet. I can't see nothing. Oh, come on, settle. Try not to ground loop this thing. Very good. All right. Oh, here's the turnoff. Perfect. I was just about to announce on the radio that I'm clear of the runway, but can't. Ooh, look at that. I see more airplanes. Saw some strobes or something up here. Anyway, I'm gonna complete clearing of the runway. Why is this plane so slow on the ground? Do I have a stuck brake or something here? Jeez. And where do I park it? Yeah, next to that thing over there. The dirt. Let's see if I can see him coming into land. He's messing around. Alright. Set the brakes. And have a look around. I could see on the stream setup that this scene that I'm looking at now is darker on my second screen here. I can see a little bit more detail on my main screen here than you can see, than it looks like you can see. But that might be the other screen being more dim. So, he's flying over. Why? Oh, I need to fix that. I want to see him showing up as a Piper Cub when he's flying a Piper Cub, not a whatever it is. Anyway, that was a short stream just to test some new equipment and to verify that my lighting system needs to be worked on. That's good. And apart from using SkyVector to just have a show and tell of where I'm going, paper chart. Not that I really used it much. I mean, that's a straight line from 29 palms. Looks like he's having trouble getting the plane down. I'm gonna be standing in the bushes here while watching him. Is he actually trying to land? Yes, he is. Or is he? Kind of difficult to see. What is he doing? I think I see side slipping. Let's see here. Oof, it looks so strange when it's so low, tail low. In a jerky or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm gonna shut down here and go to bed. It's 4:20 time. 4:20. No, it's not. It's 4:20 in the morning. I'm not gonna smoke. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna have a glass of water. That's what I'm gonna have. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? The engine is still really hot, so just gonna do the right thing and just turn it off. Not sure if that is picked up in the recording, but you can hear the engine or the exhaust system contracting and moving around from the heat. So that was that. The magnetos are off, fuel off, and I can't see nothing, and so can't you. Well, I do have a flashlight, so I can use that. What else? It's pretty simple. Yeah, I can actually lock the controls, set that forward, and do... Where is that? There it is. Now it's locked. And walk around time. So open this. Put in that. And... Chocks are in. Maybe that's part of that? No, it's not. Oof, I need to spend some more time with this plane to understand how it works. It's not complicated, but it's a bit quirky. And what are those cans? Is it just food? Do they have any purpose? Maybe it's oil. What did I do now? Oh, put the thing on jacks. Jeez, I didn't know that was possible. Now, can I unjack it? Is the question. Yep, there it is. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, the pitot cover. I forgot last time. There it is. Very good. Yeah, that was that little red thing was hiding behind here. So I'm gonna try to find out later what these cans are. Maybe it's just oil. Maybe it says anything on them. Yeah, it's oil. So that's what it is. All right. And there. Did he depart? He did at least try to land over here. Not sure if the his model has any lights in it. Or maybe he has a different scenery, so he's parked somewhere inside a building or something. I can check the PilotEdge online map. Yeah, he's still on the field. Oh, there it is. He's partially inside this poor Cessna 150. Oofta. Yeah, and at this time, yeah, I can see your lights, and I can see the beautiful reflections in the ground here. Explain 11 still has some life in it. Anyways, thanks to CG and Tyler, if you're still around, for watching, and whoever else is watching. I see it on the stream here. There's a list of other people that I don't know who are, and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they are bots. Anyways, 4:20 time. I'm gonna have my glass of water and go to bed. Thanks for watching, and see you later.